is welcome back to Big Apple Baseball Banter, episode 41. Trade deadline moves are already going down, and we got some Mets to talk about. Like always, let's banter. Let's do it. All right, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Big Apple Baseball Banter, episode 41. Got a great show for you guys. A lot of new stuff. If you watched our channel a while ago, we used to do a lot. The off season we would do a lot of new stuff, not just Mets news, but all MLB news, because I feel every move that gets made in some way affects the team. So I'm really excited for this episode. A few things. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, big.apple.baseball.banter. We'll be posting some stuff for the trade deadline. Also, get it. The show is available anywhere you guys get your podcasts. Meadowland Madness was available on Andrew's channel this last episode. We're going to try and get those on Spotify and iTunes and whatnot. And the big thing, thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it, man. Let me know if my video is blurry, because I'm looking on the feed and it's saying it's blurry. Sorry about that. Hopefully the internet connection gets better. But thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. This really means a lot to me. We're building a really cool community of, people who just love talking sports. So thank you guys so much. It really means a lot. So we're going to start, like always, with Sub Jose. We're going to start with State of the Mets. So State of the Mets, kind of more of the same, win games. Everyone's injured. There's a couple things I want to highlight, though. A couple players I want to highlight that I've been really impressed with. So Tyler McGill has been a freaking godsend, man. I mean, this guy has been so good recently. He's been throwing zeros. His stuff is really good. And he wasn't as highly touted as a prospect, but I was not familiar with him at all before this season. And I mean, he's just been phenomenal. He's, come out of nowhere and been right now our number 3 starter in this rotation. And with guys like Taijuan Walker struggling and Stroman, he's been good. But, can McGill keep this up? Maybe not. A lot of young pitchers kind of start out good and then kind of cool down, but his stuff's really good, man, and I'm really looking forward to what he has for the future. I think he can be with this team for a while, and maybe you don't have to trade for an elite arm or something like that. Facts. We'll get into Javier Baez in a little bit. As I zoomed in accidentally. All right, so now we're really positive about that. Let's get negative now. Jerad Eichoff just got DFA'd the 3rd time this year. Let's hope they don't re-sign him again and pitch him again, because last night, in I think 3 innings or 5 innings, he gave up 10 runs. I don't know how, but it was ugly. I didn't watch the game. Thank fucking God. I was at dinner with my buddy, had a good time with that, because I kept looking at the score, and I was just pissed, because this is an in-division rival, and you can't just blow these in-division rival games when you got Jerad Eichoff going out there sucking. And, and then you have to use your entire bullpen, and our bullpen has been so clutch recently. Our bullpen's been so good. You want to save them from when you're actually going to win. So, here, sorry it's blurry. Give me 1 sec. Let me try and fix this. Hang on 1 sec. Jerad Eichoff is terrible. DFA him, and this time don't fucking bring him back. He's so bad. Another guy I've been really impressed with recently, Drew Smith and Yenzi Diaz, 2 kind of lower level bullpen arms we have that are really starting to emerge. Drew Smith especially, I've been really impressed with them. So since the chat is asking for it, Javier Baez, let's get into it. So Javier Baez has been rumored to go to the Mets because when you think about it from a team building perspective, yeah, it makes sense. He's a shortstop, but has also played a ton of second and a decent amount of third in his career. The only issue is he stinks, in my opinion. I think Javier Baez is terrible, personally. Here, if you know Mets Weekly, let's just look at the numbers. First of all, I got this tweet I put out earlier that I'm pretty proud of. Not gonna lie. Here, let me share my screen real quick. Hang on, let's see so y'all can see it. Javy Baez in a nutshell. Todd Frazier, ball is here, swings at everything, because that's literally Javy Baez. I don't get the obsession with the guy, honestly. He hits home runs and he's good defensively, but makes a lot of errors. I wrote some stuff down. Let's get into it. So Javier Baez, I have since 2016 at shortstop. He mainly played second base back in the day when they had Addison Russell, guys like that. But recently he's been a full-time shortstop. So I looked at his outs, how many games he played, his outs above average, and how many errors he's committed. So 2016, he played 25 games, 2017, 73 games, 2018, 65 games, and then became a full-time shortstop. 129 games in 2019, 56 in the shortened season last year, and so far he's played 87 games at shortstop. So outs above average, in my opinion, is the king of defensive metrics. I hate defensive runs saved, ultimate zone rating. I don't look into that. You want to see what guys can make the above average plays. It's really, takes you from an average defender to a really good defender. So he had 2016, 1 out above average, 1 again, 2 in 2018, 27 in 2019, which is incredible. 5 last year, and -1 this year. So not having a great defensive season. Here's my issue with him. 2 errors, 11 errors, 8 errors, 15 errors, 8 errors, and he already has 17 errors this year. A lot of them are throwing errors because he's really a reckless player. That's the thing with him. He's very flashy. It's almost like Fernando Tatis, who, you make all the plays and it's a lot of throwing errors. So it's not too worrisome. He's a great defender. I'm not denying it, but a guy like Lindor is much better. Lindor's incredibly fundamentally sound, but Javy Baez is just like a big highlight reel, and I totally respect that. And I think Javy Baez, I'm going to try not just be negative. When you watch him, he's so much fun. He does all the, the tags and all the thing against the Pirates. But when you actually watch the full games, like when the Mets played the Cubs this year, every time he came up to bat, it's just like, oh, okay, cool. If he was the second batter, or the second, if it was 2 outs, all right, he's up, inning over, because you pitch him out of the strike zone, he's out. He swings at fucking everything. I'm gonna pull up his baseball savant here. I know you guys don't think me. I hate analytics or all whatever. But this stuff's actually important. It's not really analytics, more about kind of the percentile rankings of where he ranks among the leagues in these specific stats. So yeah, hits home runs, good defense. Maybe the worst eye and the worst strikeout habit in the league. Let's take a look here real quick. Okay, so Javy Baez, baseball savant. A lot of you probably don't expect me to be on here. Wait for it to load. All right. So he's in the first percentile in strikeout percentage. What does that mean? He's in the group of players in the league that are the worst at striking out. So he strikes out a lot, but there's power. He hits a lot of home runs. There's power hitters who, like Joey Gallo, who strike out a lot, but they also walk a lot. He's in the 4th percentile in walks. He barrels up the ball. He's fast, hits the ball hard. He crushes the ball, no doubt about it, when he makes contact. But he rarely makes contact, and half the time he's not making an impact on the team. It's just so many stupid outs. What I like about a player like Lindor is, like, yeah, he doesn't have the flashy numbers a lot of times, but a lot of the outs he makes are somewhat productive outs. Strikeouts are just wasted, and he just strikes out way too much. I don't get it with this guy. I would be absolutely furious if the Mets decided to trade for him. And so here's the report too. He's considering moving to second base if he can play with Francisco Lindor. So I'm staying the same. Don't want him. But this is big. Francisco Lindor is one of the most well-respected players around the league, and paying them that money is going to attract other free agents to come here, because not only do you see we're going to pay our guys, you're also, you get a player like that who's such a good leader, just one of the faces of baseball. Such a great person to be around. That's going to attract free agents here. Players are going to want to come here, not only because they're going to get paid a lot, but because they want Francisco Lindor. So I thought that was huge. Javy Baez said if he hits free agency, he'll play shortstop unless it's with the Mets. Then he'll play second base, because obviously Lindor is not going anywhere. So Javy Baez, I don't want him at all. Maybe it's a rental this year, but when he comes back, when Lindor comes back, I'd put Baez on the bench, because also the thing with him, you want to move him at second base. Jeff McNeil's not a good third baseman. He's a really good second baseman, pretty solid outfielder. he really struggled last year at third base. A lot of throwing errors. It's not his position. He's a second baseman. Him and Lindor up the middle for the next decade. Maybe not that long, because McNeil's a little older. Is definitely something I want to see. Doesn't mean he's a good player. I wouldn't say Javi Baez is bad, but I don't think he's particularly good. I think he's average, but he's perceived as a great player. He's very overrated, in my opinion. He does bring value, though. Defensively, hits home runs, but he just doesn't make that much of an impact at the plate because, he has a on-base percentage below 300. Last year, he had an OPS in the 500s. I know it's 2020, shortened season, but, just watch the guy's play style. It's a super long swing. It's just home run or nothing. And most home run or nothing guys also walk a lot. Baez doesn't do that either. So, like I said, I want no part of him. So we're going to do some of the stuff we kind of used to do. We're just going to go quick news by news. I'm going to give you guys my reaction to this news. So we're going to start with the Rich Hill trade. I made a video about it if you guys can see, so check that out. But it was after last week's show. So I love this trade, though. He pitched really well for his first outing with the Mets. Dick Mountain, baby. He's super old, but he's not here to be a building block. He's probably done after this year. But, he can come. We need starters with everyone's hurt right now. And then he can move to the bullpen and get another lefty to take some load off of Aaron Loop come playoff time when guys get healthy. Another thing I forgot to mention with the state of the Mets is Carlos Carrasco might be coming back. So that's another really good arm in that rotation. I love Carrasco. I'm so excited to see him. And also you got another year of him. It's not just like a 1 year waste. So I'm really excited for him. But Rich Hill just provides phenomenal depth for this team. And what we gave up, who was it? Tommy Hunter and a really bad catching prospect. What I heard was he was drafted kind of high. Yeah, so it was Tommy Hunter and Matt Dyer. And Matt Dyer was a kind of a high round pick, but we only picked him so we can sign JT Ginn and Pete Crow Armstrong. He was from last year's draft. So, the Rays, they take up the middle players. They take middle infielders, catchers, and center fielders, and then play them in their respective position. They'll move a catcher to first base. That most of their outfield is pretty much center fielders. So, that's how the Rays do it. They acquire up the middle players. But I really like this trade for the Mets. Tommy Hunter, I love the guy. He's the GOAT, obviously, but I don't even know if he's going to pitch this year. Has some sort of back injury. Then we got what some people are considering a blockbuster. I don't think Adam Frazier is the greatest player in the world because, he's kind of inconsistent. A guy like this who's, a pure contact hitter but doesn't barrel the ball that well, it's concerning year to year. It's interesting because, everyone go check Twitter. Yeah, by the way, guys, if there's any news that happens, let me know what happened. Checking Twitter. What happened? False alarm, it seems. Yeah, if any news breaks, which is very likely, please put it in the chat. No fucking bullshit. No trolling. You probably can, but if multiple people say one piece of news, I'll probably believe them. But going back to Adam Frazier, I don't think Adam Frazier is the greatest player in the world. It's interesting from the Padres because they technically don't really need him. They have Eric Hosmer. They have Jake Cronenworth. They're probably going to move Eric Hosmer to the bench. That's kind of a bust of a signing. He had a really good year last year, but he's been kind of a disappointment for that team. He'll platoon there with Jake Cronenworth can play second, can play the outfield, can play second base is main position. What I like about the Padres, they get a lot of guys who can play a lot of different positions. Machado can play short, can play third. Tatis can stay there at short, obviously, but then Cronenworth can play all over the place. They got Ha-Seong Kim. They got Eric Hosmer can play first base. Victor Caratini, their catcher, can play a first base as well. Austin Nola, he wasn't a catcher until late in his career, so he's played all over the infield, all over the outfield. So that's what I like about from the Padres' perspective. You're getting a really good contact hitter, which I think that team could use, but I don't know how well he projects to the future. Cubs trade Andrew Chafin to the A's. Best mustache ever. Really good pitcher. I was hoping the Mets maybe would get him, but I think the A's is a perfect fit for him. They need bullpen. I feel like they're going to have a huge trade deadline. They already have, but I'm breaking up. Shit. Thanks for letting me know. Is it audio or is it just video? Because if it's audio, that's fine, but usually the internet might have some issues, but Sorry about that. Just if the audio is good, then that's kind of all I'm worried about. Sorry about that, guys. But getting back to Aaron, Andrew Chafin, he's just having a really good year. The Cubs are going to trade everybody. It should be interesting, where those players go. But it's a good fit. Andrew Chafin's a good player. Next up, we got Kendall Graveman to the Astros. He's having a phenomenal year, man. In that bullpen being their closer, and the Astros specialty is pitching. Whether or not it's both. Hang on, is it better now? Because it's telling me it's better now. Sorry about the internet. Yeah, you're freeze making funny faces. Oh God. I'm trying to click and watch the YouTube broadcast, which is coming a couple seconds afterwards, just to see how it is. Hopefully, it's not too bad. If it gets really bad, just let me know. My mic's been really quiet this whole time. Whoops. Sorry if you guys couldn't hear me all too well. But yeah, Kendall Graveman, Rafael Montoro to the Astros for Abraham Toro and Joe Smith. Joe Smith is kind of your classic sidewinder. He gets outs like that. He's been a good player for the Astros. Abraham Toro, he's kind of more of a bench bat for them. And then, but Kendall Graveman's a big piece, really good reliever. I'm excited to see what he does in Houston. I love the banner. I came up there. Tyler Anderson to Seattle, LMAO Phillies. They were originally going to get him, and then I guess he failed a physical or something, and now he's in Seattle, which I'm not saying Tyler Anderson is, oh, you missed out on him, you suck, but it's kind of funny, honestly. But, the Phillies could use him, and the Mariners could definitely use him, a solid lefty. The Mets were looking into him as well. But he's just, your average, solid back-end starter. I'm going to put the call-in link in the chat for those who you want to join once I knock out some of this new stuff. Then we got the big news. We got the Reds. Reds acquired 3 bullpen arms. Luis Cessa, former Met, Justin Wilson. Also, Luis Cessa was, I believe, traded in the Yoenis Cespedes trade. And then Michael Givens from the Rockies. The best players probably Justin Wilson. He's had some solid years with the Mets, but he's been really bad at the Yankees. The Yankees are just they're gonna sell some guys off. Some of these 1-year contracts, they're gonna get what they can. And the Reds desperately need to improve their bullpen. That's definitely the weakness of their team. Baez just got fined for what? And it's solid moves from the Reds. Then we got the big move, the Starling Marte blockbuster. This move is great for both sides. I actually prefer the Marlins for here because Jesus Luzardo has ace potential. He's got really good stuff. He's just been a little inconsistent. I don't get why the A's decided to move on from him so soon. Maybe they see something we don't. They're a pretty smart organization, but I do also like that they're going for it, getting a bona fide stud in Starling Marte. He'll probably play center field while Ramon Laureano moves to right field with Mark Canha in left field. Fireman. Oh wait, was it for the bat flip? I mean, I don't have an issue with the bat flip, but don't start flipping your shit until like it's a home run because it was a single. That I didn't get, but I guess he fine. Maybe it was a little much, but I think it was funny. But back to Starling Marte move. He's having a really good year for Miami. He's getting traded again at the deadline, like he did last year from Arizona. So Pirates, Arizona, Miami, who they tried to get a deal done, didn't get it done. Now he goes to Oakland, and he's a free agent this year. Maybe the Mets looking at signing him. We'll get into that. But Jesus Luzardo, this Miami Marlins potential rotation in the future is going to be nasty. Trevor Rogers, I think, could be a potential ace, or maybe already. Jesus Luzardo, you got Sandy Alcantara, Pablo Lopez, and Sixto Sanchez, who hasn't pitched this year, and I think he's out for the year. He's just been, that rotation is just, it's young and it's going to be so good. And they got Max Meyer too, a top prospect of theirs. They're gonna be a scary team in the future. Just need to maybe invest less in the bats and maybe get less in the pitching and maybe get some bats. Next, we got Yimi Garcia, another Marlin to the Astros. It's always interesting what the Astros do with pitching, just because they have a lot of success with it. Now, is it because they're cheating? Maybe, but here, let me pin the StreamYard link for those if you guys didn't get it. But it's interesting. So this deadline should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what the Mets do. I'm hoping we make a splash. I'd prefer for a pitcher than a bat. Maybe Chris Bryant happens. Maybe a Craig Kimbrell. That'd be huge. Sonny Gray, you guys know. I'd really like a Kyle Gibson. Maybe a Joey Gallo. Who knows? I think the Mets are going to be really in it. I think it's going to be right down to the last minute. The guys on the Mets Weekly guys. We're doing a stream on Andrew's channel on Friday. I'm only going to be at towards the end because I work in the mornings or kind of like the afternoons, 11 to 3. Usually I work then, so won't be there until the very end. So the Mets hopefully won't make any big moves until the 5 o'clock deadline or 4 o'clock deadline. What is 4 o'clock. So if we trade for Javier Baez, you better hope I'm home because I'll be breaking shit. Just kidding, but I'm not hating. I'm just kidding. All right. So those are all the news we got. We're gonna have a lot of news coming up. We're also gonna have player grades coming up or report cards like we do every month. So let's get into these callers. You guys already know. Let's start with he's usually never first, but he wins. He's going first today. Jose, what's up?
What's up? What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. Something you didn't hear. Joey Gallo just got traded to the Padres.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, I predicted that. I called it last episode.
For Eric.
Wow.
For Eric Hosmer and
they traded Hosmer
and their number 4 prospect.
Someone's saying you're capping, but I don't know if that's true. Yeah, they're saying you're capping.
Look it up.
Hey, Jose might have some sources. Oh, wait, I haven't gotten any
It's
notifications
on Twitter.
yet. Who tweeted it? Passon?
Yeah. Somebody.
I mean, the Padres are a great fit for it, but
Do you want me to share my screen?
yeah, sure, if you want. Gallo has not been traded. He might be. I mean, he's a prime candidate to get traded, and I think the Padres are a good spot.
Maybe it's a troll account. I'm not sure, but
Here, let's just wait a bit. Then maybe we'll get a notification for something.
Hold on.
All right.
Let me. I'm going.
Is it a verified account who tweeted it?
I'm about to look. Hold on.
All right. And even if it doesn't happen, it's a very likely trade. But Hosmer getting moved is surprising because who the hell wants to take on that contract?
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
You're good, man.
Bring on somebody else, then bring me back.
All right, the Rangers and Padres are currently discussing the trade packages, so they're discussing it. Robert Hassel, okay, he was their first round pick last year. So it could happen, but he hasn't been officially traded. I think that's what you saw, but it might have been a fake account. It might have been a fake account. You're gonna see all sorts of trolling, and that's just the time of the year when everyone. You're gonna have Bob Nightingale and guys like that who want to break the news. Trevor Bauer and the Mets had a deal happen in the offseason. Shit like that's gonna happen. But Jose, I want your thoughts on this deadline. Who do you think? What do you think the Angels are gonna do? First of all, I want to hear that.
We're not gonna do shit. We don't have anything to sell. We could buy somebody. Elias, give me a pitcher who still has years on his contract.
Sonny Gray.
That'll work.
Sweet.
I'll take that.
So who do you think's gonna have like the biggest trade deadline? What team?
Unfortunately,
they're all in your division so far, Houston and Oakland.
Unfortunately, I have to say the fucking Yankees are gonna.
No, they're not. I think they're gonna sell guys. I don't think they're gonna buy.
Who are they gonna sell?
Maybe Urshela.
Exactly, they have no one to sell.
Maybe Torres might get moved. You never know.
Urshela is gonna get them a bag of peanuts.
No, he's got value. I don't know how much money. He's not getting paid a ton too.
No.
We can take Bundy, or I don't want either. No, I don't want Bundy. I don't want a Glacier.
Now, now that we've talked baseball, I know you love to trouble me. So let's talk football.
Yeah, what's up?
All
All right, make it quick though, because this is a baseball show. Make it quick.
Oh,
This is
come
about
on.
my takes from last night on Let's Talk Jets.
It's about that and you telling me about Jamal Adams.
Oh, okay. So
Let's get into
I'll
that.
update everyone. This is football. So the Jets traded a linebacker named Jamal Adams to the Seahawks, and right now he's holding out for a contract. And I'm making because he whined his way out of the Jets because he wanted a new contract. And now he's whining his way. Now he's whining his way out of Seattle because he can't get a new contract either.
First off, he's not holding out.
Yeah, he is. Did he report?
Yes.
Oh, so he doesn't get fined. So he doesn't get fined.
And so the deal can get done. Now,
He is a spider tech merchant.
Now, while I was waiting for you to take callers, Pete Carroll had his first press conference of the preseason, and he said he's hopeful a deal will get done
Hopeful.
by next week.
Jamal will request a trade by next week. Just you wait. You'll get a 3rd round pick back.
And
for Blitzboy linebacker.
And meanwhile, where is your rookie quarterback?
Hey, it's not the owner. I mean, it's not the general manager. It's not Zach's fault. It's our fucking owners trying to be cheap. It's not because they're trying to do all this bullshit offset language. It's the Johnson's fault because it's happened to every rookie except Mekhi Becton last year. They try to do all this bullshit with all this offset language.
Mister, I love football. You love money and you love
it's his agents because why they would hold back for Andrew. Andrew, I know you're just trolling because we do the show together.
Speaking of which,
bro, you can't say that yet. Speaking of which, yeah.
Are we? Can you do it next Monday?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So this time on
your channel. Let's do it on your channel.
Yeah.
Coast to Coast Sports Therapy will happen next Monday. We'll find a time on Seahawks Jose Rodriguez's channel. We're gonna be a lot of negativity. And it's gonna be a good time. Hope to see you guys there.
If Zach Wilson is inside.
Oh, dude. Oh my God.
Now, do not kick me.
I won't.
Let me spectate.
All right. So I'll remove you, and then you can just watch.
And can you bring me back one? My favorite troll is done.
This guy?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Oh, hello? I'm on?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm on my phone, and I was doing something else, so I didn't know I joined. Wow.
Well, we have a message real quick, and then we'll get the one-on-one.
Here we go.
What do you have to say to him, Jose?
Analytics.
Really?
Just
I've never heard that before.
He's never heard that before.
Just like your mother.
Okay, let's not go too far there. Nah, Jose, appreciate you calling in, man. Zariz, how you doing, bro?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Hype for this trade deadline. We've had a couple moves so far. What's your thought on the Starling Marte trade and kind of the impact it has on Miami?
I mean, I can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I really like what Miami's doing, to be quite honest. I mean, they know that they're not contending, and they're smartly selling. I think they're set for the future. Very set. I think they're going to be dangerous soon. They got a really nice rotation already, and it's only going to get stronger. The Marlins are a team to look out for, and they know they're not ready this year, so they're doing what they need to do.
They just need to, stocking up on pitching is my favorite team philosophy. You can never have enough, but at one point they're going to need to start getting some bats in there. They got Jazz Chisholm. But that's kind of their only really young kind of building block piece, at least I can think of. I don't know if they have too many too many, offensive prospects that are highly touted, but also they got Max Meyer, who I think's one of their top pitching prospects. He was like the number 4 pick, number 3 pick a few years ago, or last year, or 2 drafts ago. So they're going to have a really good rotation eventually, and you can move some of those guys to the bullpen. So I like their direction they're going. They're going to be good. So good in a little bit. Speaking of draft, I forgot to mention this. What are your thoughts on the whole Kumar Rocker situation?
Honestly, if this guy, if we're worried about his long-term health, then that's different. If he has to get Tommy John or something, just sign him. Everyone goes through Tommy John.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Everyone gets it. I'd rather have him get it now than when he hits the major leagues.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if this is a major issue that Sandy Alderson and Zach Scott think is going to is going to be a waste of a draft pick, or if this is really serious, I wouldn't be that opposed to to just sacrificing for next year's draft. But
you get the pick back, right?
Yes, you do. We'd get 1 pick less, but I think it all comes down to it. I think we'll just see what happens. I trust the front office.
It just sucks, man, because we were so excited. Usually don't get that excited for an MLB draft, but the thing is too, why didn't they know about this before? Don't they have a process where they look at the medicals?
I don't know, man, but I mean, Tyler McGill has stolen all my excitement. So,
my God, dude, he has been phenomenal. He's literally a godsend.
McGill is almost better than Jose Barrios right now already.
Yeah.
He's almost already a better pitcher than him, and I'm not joking.
No, I don't blame you. I think Jose Barrios. I've said it. I think he's incredibly overrated. He's got really good potential, but he kind of lacks the results.
The only thing that Barrios has gotten better at is walking people. He walks. He just doesn't walk as many people this year, but across the board, there are really no improvements he's made.
Exactly.
I mean, it's literally just I don't want to say he's an ERA merchant, but
you know what he is? He's an all-star game merchant because he pitches well in the first half, and then just kind of falls off cliff.
I think it's kind of sustainable, the success he's having this year, because I mean I don't think he's gonna have a second half fall off this season, but I think the problem is they're acting like we're going to give up Ronnie Mauricio or Vientos for this guy, which I'm not doing. I mean, right. I think this rotation, we have people coming back, and moves for this trade deadline. This past week, I know last week I said I wanted Kimbrel. You know what? I mean, I would love to have Kimbrel on this team, but if we don't get him, I would not. That wouldn't bother me at all. And
I mean, you don't need another closer, but you definitely need another relief arm, though. You need another arm.
Because obviously you guys don't know this. I like Edwin Diaz.
No.
No. Just shocking.
You know what? Let's get Craig Kimbrel, and he could be our road reliever because Diaz is only good when he can hear his song, like the trumpet song.
No, wrong. Incorrect. Wrong.
Well, dude, I'm just cracking a joke. You don't have to be a smart ass here. No,
I don't care.
Well, you got to get another form of a reliever, though.
Oh,
I mean, you don't want to get big innings for guys like Miguel Castro, who can be good, but they're still a little bit unknown, especially with the rotation being shaky.
I will say Castro looks great recently.
He looked really so good the other day. He looked so good in the first game of the doubleheader.
It really is about putting it together for this guy.
Trade all the prospects. There's a strike coming next year. You're not wrong.
Why does everyone think that? I'm not caught up.
CBA.
Why does everyone think that?
The CBA, is coming up. Bryant, Kimbrel, Baez, Gallo, Gibson. Take out Baez and thank you. So, do you want Baez?
No, I don't want him. See, I think he's technically a good player.
I think he's a good player. He's not a great player.
He gives you value. He definitely gives you value. But listen, for a guy who hits 22 home runs, he's sure as hell not giving you much run creation if you don't get on base even 30% of the time.
Exactly.
It's about,
and that's the thing. Yeah, home runs are cool, but how many if you're hitting a home run every at bat, cool. But at the same time, he's not making any sort of impact. At least guys who strike out a lot, who hit home runs also walk a lot. or contact guys like Lindor. Kind of he's not having a great year, but a lot of times it's been kind of productive outs in a way, moving a guy over, stuff like that.
Exactly.
Like I'd rather see a fly out or a ground out than a strikeout because at least you made freaking contact.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I think RBIs is the worst stat in baseball. And the reason that is because RBIs only accounts for runs driven in. It does not account for run creation. So, like, if you look at a leadoff hitter's RBIs, like Adam Frazier. Is Adam Frazier leadoff? He's close to leadoff.
Probably not with San Diego, but I think
but
if you
look at Nimmo's RBIs through a full season, if you look at any leadoff hitter's RBIs, they're not going to be high
situational stat.
They're creating the runs. They're not driving them in. It's the same thing in my eyes. Creating runs is a walk or a single. It's just as valuable as an RBI.
Yeah, I mean, I rather I look more into the runner batting average with runners in scoring position because RBIs don't necessarily tell you if they're clutch with runners and they hit well with runners in scoring position.
Yeah,
it's a situational stat. It's I can't stand when people say this player's great. It's like in football when they say, oh, he has a lot of touchdowns. Well, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm not going to call it a luck stat, but it's a stat of situation.
Like as for the trade deadline, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think we're going to get a single one of the names that the media is telling us we're going to get. What I think will happen, I think we're going to get people we didn't even know were on the market. And that's what Sandy does. I have no clue.
That's true. I still think we'll get one of the
available.
I think we'll get one of the big starting pitchers because who's considered the best starting pitcher on the market right now? I mean, Kyle Gibson.
No, Max Scherzer, but.
Oh, right, Max Scherzer, but we're not getting him. And Mets fans, the Nationals are not trading him in division.
They aren't. You know what? I'm hoping that Sonny Gray's.
This is the reason we're getting everyone. That's what we thought during the offseason. We're like, Steve Cohen, we're getting everybody.
I know, right? we
still had a great offseason.
We need to trust. We need to trust this front office. Like this is the same front office that signed Aaron Loop over Justin Wilson. Everyone was getting really angry at that. And Aaron Loop has been our best reliever this season. So we need to trust the front office. And they're going to make moves that are, I don't think they're going to be huge moves, like not Cespedes moves, but like Addison Reed moves. Like I just think we need a couple more relievers. I mean, we can't have Banda, yes, he's the greatest reliever in the history of baseball. But sometimes he's not that, apparently.
Most of the time.
Most of the time he's not that. So I think we need some bullpen. I mean, Jerad Eichoff, even though we just DFA'd him, it was his last start anyway. I mean, Carrasco's back pretty much. Yeah. He's pitching Friday on Black Jersey night. So
he might be. It's not official, but he could be. I would still get another starting pitcher in here, like a really good starting pitcher. You can never have too many, and
put him in the bullpen. John Gray is a good pick.
Yeah, John Gray. I want Kyle Gibson or Sonny Gray personally.
Kyle Gibson's too expensive. Because that ERA.
He's got control though. That's the thing.
I mean, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I'm really happy. I don't want the front office to just in desperation of immediate need make moves. That's where you get fleeced. And that like the Phillies, like I almost wish the Tyler Anderson trade went through because that guy's not good. He's bad, but
what's our rotation when healthy? Like even if you don't trade for anyone, it's DeGrom, Stroman, Carrasco, Walker, McGill. Like that's good enough.
It will be DeGrom, Syndergaard.
But I don't think – I think Syndergaard will come back. I don't think he's pitching in the playoffs, or at least he's not pitching much.
You seem to have forgotten that Syndergaard is DeGrom in the playoffs.
I know, but for health reasons, he's going to be limited.
Come out of the bullpen, and then next season when we give him the qualifying offer, he can be a starter.
You can pitch in the bullpen, but who else is starting games for you?
Okay, well, you have plenty of options. I mean, you have DeGrom, Stroman, Carrasco, Walker, and I guess
McGill.
McGill.
Oh, yeah, Rich Hill. McGill.
McGill. Rich Hill's coming out of the bullpen. He's going to be a mentor in that clubhouse. McGill is a stud. Like if you have you seen his baseball savant?
I'll look at it right now.
Look at it.
He's good.
Look it
though.
up now. You will be
Alright.
shocked at what you see.
Let's take a look here.
Hi, Andrew.
Of course, the freaking trending article. It's Wheeler the front runner for Cy Young. Fucking damn it. Thanks, Brody.
He might be. I mean, DeGrom's
Zach Wheeler,
injured
man.
all the time.
Because DeGrom's, like DeGrom's been better, but your best ability is your availability. So
I would give DeGrom MVP if his season ended like last month. So, I mean, I think he clearly deserves
he's not going to
MVP.
win it though. He's not going to win it. They're
I
gonna
would
give
vote
it to a
for
hitter.
him. I would still.
I would vote for him if he was healthy the whole year. I would vote for him. Wait, it won't let me have any. Oh, here it is. Here's the percentiles. All right, let's share the screen here. All right.
They disappeared. God damn it! But no, scroll down. You can scroll down and you can read the peripherals. You went a bit too far down, but yeah, there you see.
Shit.
Look at his XBA.
Bro, I don't know any of this shit.
172. Oh, I have a screenshot I'll send you later. But look, the XBA 172, the X slugging. I can't read it from here.
X slugging 224.
Like he's dominating the mound. That's what that's saying. I mean,
K percentage 27.
Like this is not a fluke. This is absolutely not a fluke.
And the expected ERA in the actual ERA.
Forget. Don't read that stat. That stat's bad.
Yeah.
XERA is
right
literally a translation of XWOBA, which is kind of stupid. But there's McGill. This is not a fluke. This is not false hope. We saw this guy shut down the Blue Jays lineup, and it was legit. He was actually I cannot believe I've seen SNY. Steve Cohen needs to buy SNY. Steve Cohen buy SNY now. Rookie of the year. If he keeps pitching like this, it's him or Rogers. I think.
Yeah, Rogers will get it. Rogers probably gets it because he's the younger.
McGill would have
pitching the whole year.
McGill would have a chance for sure.
If he keeps it up, but it's still an unknown. It's not 100% he's going to stay this way. You could have like a David Peterson collab. So, we got someone.
I'm telling you,
Brett Anderson from the Brewers. Brett Anderson from the Brewers. Oh wait, here's what happened. The Mets and Brewers per source. Mets asked about. Wait, did we get him?
Let's see.
Because it was just my group chat, my Mets group chat.
Did we? I'm looking it up.
I mean, he's a good, solid back. I wanted to sign him, Brett Anderson from the Brewers, this past year. I thought he'd make it.
Martino's reporting that we're interested.
Oh, never mind.
Wait. No, that maybe we're not actually. Wait,
McGill for Donaldson? No.
Did Andrew say that?
Yeah.
Of course.
Andrew, call in, man.
Come on, Andrew. You have to come in now.
Defend your take, but he might be busy. It's fine.
Andrew, the fraud. Just kidding. Andrew's not a fraud.
No, we didn't. Oh,
Martino's,
I'm overreacting to everything.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to. It would be cool if some big blockbuster happened on stream because we were. I was live when Matt's got traded, and my reaction was pretty freaking good, man.
Thank God.
Yeah, he's bad.
He is bad. Sources: Yankees are interested in Shohei Ohtani. They're not trying to trade for him or anything. They just think he's cool. That's a great
Who posted that? Who posted that?
That was James Kelly of ESNY. I don't know who that is. Tim Healy liked that.
Yankees are irrelevant on SNY. It's not a big deal.
It's like Steve Cohen needs to buy SNY. I mean, they're putting Tyler McGill and other prospects in for Jose Barrios.
Yeah, Ronnie Mauricio.
No, yeah, and Tyler McGill and more for just Jose Barrios. What?
Yeah, like we better be getting like Byron Buxton or something in that trade.
I'm telling you,
and I love Buxton, but I'm not taking that many injuries.
McGill's untouchable. I would not trade him for Buxton. McGill's untouchable. I'm telling you that. This guy, he's a stud already.
Tweet him. Tell him to call in. Get Mets
you,
fans only on here. I mean,
has Mets
tweet
fans
the guys
never been in the stream?
Yeah, he's never called into this show, but he's tuned in a few times. But hey, if you guys want people to come on, tweet them to come on. Oh, we got someone in the chat. Who is it? Oh, there it is. All right, we got another caller with some emojis. But Cerise, thank you for calling in, man. Very much appreciate it.
See you later.
Let's go, Mets. You got me fired up about McGill, bro. Appreciate it, man.
LFG McGill, his ceiling, the sky is the ceiling for this guy. I'm telling you, this is no fluke. Everyone, start freaking out.
They're saying the sky is the limit, but that's besides the point.
The sky's the limit. Put this guy in your dream rotation. If McGill's not in your dream rotation, I beg you to think differently because
he's the new Zach Wheeler. He'll be our Zach Wheeler replacement.
He is Zach. He's better than Zach Wheeler was.
No,
in
he's not.
his rookie
That's
year.
crazy.
In his rookie year.
Okay, in his rookie year. Wheeler.
Yes, he is.
Wheeler wasn't that good. I know Wheeler wasn't that good till he got to Philly.
And this guy, he's only going to get better. And I don't know how I mean, he'll have a rough outing soon, I'm sure. Or he'll have a rough year throughout the patches. But it's just
so what you're trying to say is David Peterson, fuck off, you stink. McGill season, baby.
They have zero similarities, McGill and Peterson.
I know. I'm just saying David Peterson's one of the guys.
And David Peterson,
the young guy,
he wasn't that good last season. He never was really that good. I'm telling you.
I wasn't that impressed. Kind of his stuff. It was like, but we'll get. He's out for the year.
He has good stuff. He has good stuff, but like he got a lot of defensive help. I mean, Peterson in a lot of ways is better this season than last year. He's improved as a player, I'd say, but he's definitely he's just not working out.
Dude, you were doing so good, man, and you just had to say that.
Peterson has improved as a player, but it's not on the field right now, and he can't be in this rotation.
All right,
no, I'm saying Peterson has improved in ways, but do you know what I'm saying?
No, he's been awful. Have a good night. Man.
No, he's been awful, but there are improvements that could lead to
Yeah, but
positives.
He stinks. All right, have a good night, man. He was doing so good, and he just had to ruin it. Zuri's fucking good call, and then tell me David Peterson's improved from last year. I mean, he wasn't great last year, but he's unusable this year. I mean, he's hurt too, but let's go to Andrew Acevedo. What's up, Andrew? What's this goat? What animals are these?
We got some rhinos and some goats. I don't know. Usually when we're messing around, I had fun with it. We're just doing StreamYard. What's up? What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm still waiting for Sandy Alderson to do something, but obviously we're going to wait till Friday.
It's going to take a little while.
I mean, I thought Zuruz wanted to smoke, and I come on here. You guys call me out. Like Zuruz wants me. Like, Zuruz wants me. Is that here?
Zuruz Bayless, as I call him.
Exactly. And you didn't want to put over my Trey Turner comments.
Oh,
I missed it. Hey, man, I'm not focused on the chat the whole time. What did you say about him having? Was it that he had COVID?
No, I was saying when I was just being dumb in the chat, like so we're gonna get everybody, including the best shortstop in baseball, Trey effing Turner. I had like all in caps, just having fun in the chat. But besides the point,
finally a good caller.
I appreciate
Thanks, Rob.
that.
Thanks, Rob.
Appreciate it, Rob.
Thanks for finding Javi Baez for having fun.
Oh, Steve will pay that for him.
You should.
Steve will pay that.
No. You should.
Steve's covering that real quick.
No, he's not.
Nah, he's gonna be playing second base. We're gonna trade Jeff McNeil for Trey Turner. We'll put Trey Turner in center field. We'll have Nimmo in left.
He said he's not interested in switching positions.
Well, you know what?
Pay him.
He said for the Mets. So he said for the Mets. So he's going to second base. You get traded for. You can either sit on the bench or you're playing second base.
Who? No, I'm talking about Trey.
Oh, you're talking about Trey Turner?
Trey Turner.
Well, then here you go. I got the perfect scenario. Trey Turner plays short until Lindor comes back, and then we put Lindor on the bench because he hits under 200. He's only hitting 200. Trey Turner's hitting 320. So and then we bring him in late for defense.
The Nationals are going to give up Trey Turner to an in-division rival.
He doesn't have a no move clause, so we can trade for. We can give him Beatty. We'll give him Mauricio. We'll give him Alvarez. We'll just get Trey Turner. We'll just get Trey Turner easily. He's best shortstop in the game.
Fans are going to kill me, but I think Alvarez for Trey Turner is fair.
Yeah, it is, but we're not. Obviously, we're not making that.
Yeah,
trade,
we're not going to make it, but Alvarez isn't going to be here another 4 years. He's still a prospect.
I don't think it'll be that long. If he keeps hitting, I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think it's going to be McCann. I think he'll be before McCann's deal's done. If he keeps hitting,
you platoon the two because you probably ease him in just as a younger player.
That means Tomas Nito's got to get up out of here. So I know Zufraud's going to be upset, but we need offense and
he can be the third. Maybe you can hold on to 3 catchers. McCann can also play first base.
Also, depending on what the roster is, like maybe Manfred and his great ideas expands the rosters to 30. He went from 25 to 26, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, I'm totally in favor of expanding the rosters.
But yeah, the Marlins make a nice little sneaky trade, even though
their future is good. I think the A's gave up too much personally for a rental. Like Jesus Luzardo was a top prospect at some point. He's shown good signs, man. It's just he hasn't really been given that much. I mean, he had last year.
And he had a rough 2020.
Yeah, but he's been hurt this year. I mean, a lot of guys had rough 2020s.
I don't know, and we believe in this Marlins team, and they have all this great young pitching, but do you trust it?
No,
I know Kim Ang maybe no offense, obviously no offense. Kim Ang fleeces Oakland. Now she's not trading Adam Duvall in division. I don't know. We'll see what they do. Obviously, Jesus Aguilar is probably going to get moved as well. Probably back to. I would put money. He's probably going back to Milwaukee. That just kind of makes sense. They need a first baseman.
Who's their first baseman right now? Keston Hira?
It's Hira. They went out and added Roddy Tellez. They just need a first baseman, and he knows the group. So I would expect probably Aguilar getting traded to Milwaukee by Friday.
I think the Brewers are kind of like a sleeper to have a huge deadline because I think they're going to win their division. Yeah. It's weird because when the Brewers were really good, when they were making all those moves, getting like Moustakas, guys like that, back in 2018 when they had they made the NLCS against
Dodgers. Yep.
Like they had great bats and no pitching, and now they have pitching, but not really any bats outside of Christian Yelich, who's
even Yelich hasn't been the same.
He's hurt. He's still a good player. He's been hurt a bit.
Still puts fear in you. He still puts a little fear in you. With Yelich,
yeah, I mean, but Adames has been fucking huge for them.
Yeah, Javi Baez. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Defense and homer.
What do you mean, Javi Baez? Willie Adames is better.
Bro, Javi Baez has got a better batting average than Willie Adames.
Does he actually?
Yeah,
I don't look at the stats.
He's at 17 homers.
OBP.
I don't know what his OP. I know he's hitting 234. I think I saw it on the Sunday night game. I think he's at 234, I believe. Don't quote me. It might be 243, but it might be 234. But I'm like,
Willie Adames is he's hitting
it's in that ballpark.
Where is it? 254.
Oh, 254.
And a 335 on base. The on base percentage in the OPS is substantially better. I mean, Javi Baez's OPS is carried by the slugging. Adames is carried more by it's kind of balanced. It's a bit of both.
But the defense, this man is a good tagger. And think of the McCannon to Baez tags. Think of that.
We have Lindor. Lindor celebrates before he makes a tag. There's that one.
So does Baez. Man, they are mad. And then imagine the double play combination of Javi to Lindor.
No, well, you move Javi to third base.
Nah, let McNeil's old body go to third. Let him have
not good at third.
Neither is Baez. He's not a third baseman either. So you know what?
Better than McNeil. He has a good arm. McNeil doesn't.
McNeil doesn't have an arm.
McNeil's got a noodle.
Cool. Sorry, Chris Bryant was playing there. Why are we even McNeil's probably gone. He can't hit, so he's out of here.
What are you talking? I know you're
Tony made it clear. He's just not a good player.
All seriousness, do you want Javi Baez?
100%. Yes. Right now, yes.
What about next year to play second base?
Depends what the contract is.
Have you looked at his numbers?
I don't care. Defense and dingers. This team doesn't hit any homers, and this team's good defensively. Javi Baez is good defensively. He doesn't hit homers.
Yeah, he's a rally killer, too. He strikes out every at-bat.
So does Pete Alonso. So does Dom Smith. So does Michael Conforto. He'd fit right in, and he's a right-handed bat.
Actually walk. I'm pretty sure Conforto's in one.
Give me your walk stuff. Yeah, walking. Your weighted runs created. He drives in runs and hits dingers. I don't
care about that shit. Yeah, he doesn't create runs because he doesn't get on base.
Right. That's why you get people in front of him to get on base. And then when he makes contact, it's a 3-run homer instead of a solo shot.
Thank the fucking Lord you're not a GM.
Do you not know whatever I'm on these? I am a character.
I know.
I'm a character.
I know you're the armchair GM. I know you're better than this.
Of course I am. But I am serious. I do want Javi Baez, but I'm not paying him. But I want him for this year.
So you want him
for this year,
the short term. So when Lindor comes back, what do you do with Baez?
It depends what McNeil is. If McNeil's hitting, he goes to third. If McNeil isn't, and if there's no other moves, because maybe there is another move for a depth third baseman or second baseman, who knows? That depends. It just depends on one, is McNeil continuing to hitting? Because he looks like he's getting going again. Finally looking like Jeff McNeil. JD.
He's a better player than Javi Baez.
He's better for overall wise, yes. But defensively, obviously, it's better hitter. But defensively, Javi outclassed. It just depends. It depends also if JD's still here or if it's a different third baseman.
Yeah.
Javi, yes, it's a terrible idea. But he has played center field. He has played the outfield.
No.
That cannon in left field,
Yeah, that cannon. Yeah, you see that throw he made that one time?
Yeah, one down.
Throw over the cutoff, man.
Hey, that just shows he's got a cannon. Bryce Harper's got a cannon. He just unleash it.
A little accurate. Yeah, Javi Baez is like rookie Josh Allen.
That is a shout. I like that.
Big arm, inaccurate as fuck.
But when he hits, when it's unbelievable. Oh, that's fun. That is funny. But yeah, I don't know. This whole now Trevor Story now is in play is interesting. I'm kind of scared of that because I went to his splits and he's hitting a $198 outside of Coors Field, so that's a little scary. But again, defensively, elite, and maybe that's why
look at his past years. He's got no lineup protection at all.
That is true.
Charlie Blackmon's been terrible. Arenado's gone, and also like it's not only playing at the easy ballpark. It's also adjusting altitudes is really difficult to do. It's like going from I've never done it. I've never been to Colorado. I want to though. Well, actually, no, I've gone below sea level. I went to the Dead Sea. I went to the Dead Sea in Israel, and it was. I didn't like have trouble breathing, but my fucking ears were like popping and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird, but so maybe they have some sort of stuff like that where it's hard to adjust like that.
But yeah, we'll see. Again, if John Gray comes,
Trevor's Story's too good to just be concerned about home road splits when they've been good in the past.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I've always liked Trevor Story. Maybe when he was a top prospect, I've loved him.
Elias, you're my homie. I just like Zaruz.
I think everyone does. You know what?
No.
Oh, no.
His call was fucking good until the Peterson shit happened.
Exactly. Hey, Austin Hedges is a top 5 catcher, so it's all good.
He didn't mention that. He didn't mention any cat. He did mention Edwin Diaz, but didn't talk about his that year, 2019.
Didn't do that one, but yeah.
He didn't break the rule.
This team needs to make something done by tonight. They got to do something. You cannot.
Who's pitching tomorrow?
Walker. You're set up to get. You're set up, but it's I don't trust it. That bat against two lefties back to back with Fried and Smiley. So God knows if we can. But it's a left. The Mets make Matt Moore look like a Cy Young Award winner.
He's the type of pitcher to lock us down.
Exactly, and Charlie Morton. Not only they scored 14 runs or however many. That game was over. That game was over when it was 2-0. I did. I watched it until the grand slam by Riley, and then I made grilled cheese.
Oh, nice! I went to dinner with my buddy. Had a good time.
That's a way to do it.
Yep. I saw Eichoff was on the mound. I'm like, I'm not even gonna turn the TV on.
I'm not even gonna turn the game on. That's
it's bad when the dude's been DFA'd by the team three times already. Or twice already, and now
twice now the third time. Yeah.
This time I don't bring him back. Why don't they just outright him to try to agree with them to outright to AAA and then bring him back up?
How about you just outright him to the Long Island Ducks? That's where he belongs.
But Eichoff he shouldn't think that he's going to be getting offers on the free agent market to go pitch for a different team.
I don't want to see him in Syracuse. I don't want to see him with the Rumble Ponies. I don't want to see him anywhere.
I saw him pitch for Syracuse. He was good and he hit a home run.
He'd look great.
He was my guy until he had that one good start. His first start, it was lucky as shit. He got out of it really. He floated the bases, but somehow got out of it.
Didn't give up.
Ever since then, he's been incredibly bad.
I mean, he'd look good in a Lakeland Blue Claws jersey. He'd look great in a Sugarland Skeeters jersey or Long Island Ducks jersey. Anything but a Mets jersey. I don't want to see him anything.
Really small college, Bowling Green State.
Have him. You know what?
Jersey.
Have him go be his alma mater's pitching coach. Just get up out of here. I don't want to see him. He'll be back to play. Yes, Mets fan. That's about right.
Fan, yes.
God, my hair looks terrible right now.
I always have to. Terrible. I can't wear a hat at work, and my hair just looks like shit. I need to get a haircut so bad.
Yeah, maybe I'll do something for my hosting job tomorrow. Maybe.
Ooh, you gotta wear a suit, maybe.
Stop spoiling everything.
Oh shit! I mean, I'm gonna have to join you. I got my prom suit.
The prom suit. No, I'm gonna go with the actual just blazer t-shirt.
That's the only one I have. So
maybe I'll get like a mullet. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just take the beard off and just go with the mustache. They're going full Dan Feeney in this. Yes, sir.
Mullet with the mustache. You got to do that, man.
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'll maybe after this weekend we'll see what the beard hair situation looks like. But again, Sandy, Zach,
do something.
Do something, please.
I don't sign Kumar Rocker.
Yeah. Get that done. Get that done.
Jets can't sign fucking Zach Wilson, and we can't sign Kumar.
They're both bust. Both of them are bust. Can't even get to training camp and low A ball. Trash.
Well, they were gonna pitch him this.
He wasn't gonna pitch anyway. No, he wasn't. Pitch so many innings and
Pull
what's it
the
called?
hair back and get a tuck shirt.
I'm down, bro. I'm getting, dude. Trust me.
All my buddies wore tuck shirts to prom, but my mom talked me out of it.
Bro, I would have done it, bro. I didn't go to my. You want to know? I didn't go to my prom. I went to
I
college
didn't go
baseball
with
game
any. I just
instead.
went with some buddies. We just had a good time.
No, I went to a college baseball game, and that's McDonald's after. That
Oh,
was my
nice.
prom night. That was my prom night. I went to college baseball game, and I went to get some McDonald's, and
Which college team?
it's like summer ball. It's like a summer ball league. It kind of like
Was it
I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know what the Cape Cod League is. It's something like that.
I've heard of it.
It's a summer league. Yeah, it's a couple of guys got
Cool.
drafted. One last year. So
Nice.
yeah, check out.
And-
If I got, what do you got?
Andrew, thank you for calling in. Before you go, everybody, last episode of Meadowland Madness was on Andrew's channel, but you can also find it in the playlist section of Meadowland Madness on Knife channel. You can find it that way. You know, I get high tech. You want to find out why Zach Wilson's better than Trevor Lawrence? Watch that video. I might have to do a deep dive, like a deep analysis into that, because I said it on this other show, and they were like, "Oh my god, you're crazy." The whole chat was like,
Hey,
I'm like, I guarantee you half these guys haven't actually watched the two. Like, I watched every game Zach Wilson played. I watched like 4 games of Trevor Lawrence. Like, I have my opinion. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't agree with Stephen A. Smith, but check out Meadowland Madness. We're gonna probably talk. It's gonna be interesting when the Jets play the Jaguars about. We talk about who's better than. Probably get brought up again. Wilson's my guy. But Andrew, thank you for calling in. Make sure to subscribe to Andrew Mets Weekly tomorrow on Andrew's channel. Also,
the trade deadline
stream that I'm not going to be able to make much of because I have work, unfortunately.
I don't know if it's on mine or Frank's channel. I know you said mine. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. Okay. It'll be on either my channel or Frank's channel.
Subscribe to everyone.
Yeah, pretty much. Subscribe to everybody.
Follow us on Twitter. Get that gem of the tweet. Did you see my tweet?
I did, and I'm like,
yeah,
that's he swings at the ball here. He swings at this one. He doesn't swing. He swings that one, but he swings at this one a lot too. So obviously,
I don't get why the league should figure him out. Don't throw strikes. End of story.
So we'll see.
I mean, I could get him out on an intentional walk, but he'll still swing.
Okay, chill out over here. Oh God, something just happened because Frank's going off in the group chat. So I got to see this.
Oh God!
Subscribe for Mets Weekly Thursday.
Stay on. I want to see what happens.
God, what do we got? What do we
Miami?
got?
Oh, hold up. The Milwaukee
Brewers just got Eduardo Escobar.
Oh, good trade.
Damn. Eduardo Escobar to the Brewers. Oh, Frank's pissed.
I didn't want him. I didn't really want him.
I kind of did because he could play second and third. I kind of did for power.
But are you gonna play him every day? Are you gonna?
You got options. You want to give McNeil the day off, and he's a switch hitter. So lefties, you want to put Guillorme, what's it called in the game? If you want to start Brandon Drury at third base, you move him to second.
God.
But yeah, so there you go. A little breaking news here on Big Apple Baseball Banter.
What's their team? It's like Escobar.
Escobar will probably play.
He'll probably play second base. Urias,
he might play. They wanted to upgrade third base.
Yeah, but Urias, he's better defensively, and then you got Adames.
They need offense. They brought him in to hit, so he's gonna play probably. They're gonna lose the defense for some offense because they need.
He'll play every day, just
pretty much somewhere.
Just because you need that some sort of bat like that in the lineup. So Andrew, I feel like every time I tell a caller have a good night, and then they start talking again, and I let him go, but I should just be more like, no,
get up out of here.
Out of here.
Fact.
So Andrew, fuck off. You're out of here.
See ya.
Have a good night, man. All right, shout out to Andrew for calling in. I'm going to end the show here. Thank you guys so much. Really fun show. Really hyped for the trade deadline. Wednesday next week's going to be a good show. Trade deadline recap. Player grades. Probably not going to be able to do. I might break it up and do like one like the trade deadline stuff. Call-ins and then player grades because I know a lot of people get impatient with the call-ins. Or we might kind of alternate it kind of second by second. We'll figure it out. But guys, thank you for 100 subscribers. Yeah, again, make sure you check out Meadowland Madness here on Big Apple Banter Media. This is Big Apple Baseball Banter, episode 41. Let's go, Mets. I will see you guys next time.